Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Cardinals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Murray now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 12 more yards there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They'll give Henry another shot. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 35-yard line. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got some space here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Up and good for Santoso. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 8. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. Throwing on first down is Murray.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come out in the pistol. One more time with Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's at the 50. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch signal for it and taken at about the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack on first down, Murray. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And some room to work. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. A final shot before half for Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Santoso. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Niners 24, Cardinals 11.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Inside handoff, Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry with a milestone career touchdown number 100, joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further, he hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Hines.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position. The yard line. Out to his left. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. On the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier.
Taking it right down Broadway. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But you've got to do it.
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll look to throw.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. He's got room past the 30.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 62 yards.
And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Off the option, here's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter,